play as much as anything. Everyone thinks it's the stance he took. One of the things you don't look for is distractions in the locker room. If you go back to Bill Walsh, and as soon as there were guys that weren't fitting in for what he was looking for, it didn't matter how good you weren't on a team for very long. You have to have
where goes Jack. But I will not hesitate if I think they're wrong. So he said he's comparing Colin Kaepernick to Tim Tebow. So tell me, when will Colin Kaepernick get an opportunity to try for a second and a third and a fourth team? When he does that, then I can say, you know what, Joe, you might be right. A Super Bowl game, when will Tim Tebow do that? Oh, he didn't and he won't. So therefore, again, he's not like Tim Tebow. Colin Kaepernick has a completion percentage of 59.5. His completion percentage last year was 58%. Skip, let me tell you, guys, like he's kneeling during the game. Like they call timeout and the coach is trying to talk to him and he's kneeling in protest.
You know, it's just the old school premise that the quarterback has to be the CEO. So you can't have any distraction, especially from the quarterback position, Tim Tebow or Colin Kaepernick, because if you have something else that is splitting your attention from obsession with pro football, with winning Super Bowls, they don't want you. Unless you're really, really the cream of the crop good. If you're a top 5, maybe you can overcome this.
But Joe's right. Coach Walsh probably wouldn't put up with it. That's 30 years ago.
Yeah.
And you know the way they coach and the way players behave then as compared to now, it's totally different.
Yeah.
The coaches had much more control then because.
And I can make a case just on paper that the Lakers are still the worst team in the West. The absolutely loaded West, because in my book here, I have fighting for the 8th playoff spot. You love Minnesota, but I got them fighting for the 8th spot with Memphis.
I flew back just to be with you, Jason.
I really appreciate that. Colin Kaepernick taking the day off, recovering from his travels. All right, Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor put on a show yesterday, that we will be talking about all the way up until August 26th, perhaps well past August 26th. What you saw yesterday, the press conference, the first of the press conferences between the 4 press conferences between Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor, boxing is there are no rules to the promotion of boxing. This is a desperation sport, participated by the people that come from desperate situations. Conor McGregor was on welfare a few years ago. Floyd Mayweather, raised by Floyd Sr., I don't know if he was poor, but he definitely comes from the boxing tradition because of his father. There are no rules to the promotion of this fight, and so I'm warning people and telling people, those of you that want to catch religion, and this is too much, this is too far. Make sure you understand the history of combat sports, the history of the boxers we have celebrated, the things that have gone on in boxing and the promotion of boxing for generations. There are no rules to this. So let's not all get offended because Floyd and Conor aren't going to play by any rules. They are going to do, if they had to get naked on stage and call each other names for the next 24 hours in order to make an additional $50 million, these guys would do it. And we would have no right to complain. This is the atmosphere and the environment we set up. This fight is perfect for this era and this generation. And that's not me. This is porn, is what it is. And it's pulling the cover off of who we've become and how far we have sunk. And again, it sounds like I'm beating us up. I'm really just holding up a mirror to us. Have you been on social media? Have you...
Yes, I switched to Sprint, and her unlimited plan takes half what you pay with Verizon for a family of 4. You can save over $1,000 in the first year.
That works for me. Unlimited, $22.50 per month for life. Don't let 1% debits cost you twice as much.
Now get 50% off all Domino's pizzas when you order online. 50% off sausage pizzas, handmade pan pizzas, even barbecue banana pepper pizzas. If you're into that, This week only, get 50% off the menu price of 34 million pizza combinations at Domino's.com.
Everything that's so you from this season, last season, or next season. Fill your car with color. eBay.
No mercy. No peace. It will be of apes.
Faster than you think.
Boom!
The Falcon Wild Peak AT3W all-terrain tire is designed with our proprietary 3D Canyon sight technology to resist wear from high torque and provide even more handling stability. For the ultimate off-road grip is the Falcon Wild Peak AT3W. Baseball Class, Wednesday, July 12th.
As the second half of the season gets underway, questions remain unanswered. Will the Cubs find the spark that made them the world champions? Can any team compete with the explosive Astros? And are these two talented rookies capable of leading their teams deep into the postseason? Cody Bellinger racks up another bomb. All rise. Here.
The rumor was that Doc was invited to Boston for it. Now, I don't know that that's necessarily true, but I do think that Chris and Carmelo want to play together. They're the Banana Boy